Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It seems the Elden Ring is getting a lot of sting from Western games journos, and also just Western developers. They're being really savage with this. Now, this is a game that has been savage for apparently failing black players nonsense, and then also as well. Oh, Jasper Cameo, you alright? You gonna go on there or not? Never mind. Anyway, just derailed my video again. Never mind. So it's been savaged like a lot, and now it's been savaged again for apparently poorly designed. Now, I was going to get this game, and I heard it was really bad on PC port. Right? I've heard nothing but good things about everything else. I just heard, yeah, PC port's a bit buggy. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to rush out and buy it then. I've since heard that it's actually really decent and I should probably get it. Poorly designed? What? So let's take a look at the pure jealousy involved in these individuals. Because, I mean, it is. 100% it is. This article's linked down below. Please do go and check it out. But this is kind of what we always get, right? Like, we always get this kind of nonsense. Games journals are the funniest buggers you've ever seen in your life. Games journals, games developers, especially Western ones, and I think it's because they are, we always hear about the crunch, and the crunch is definitely a real thing. Of course it is, but then you create crap games on the back end of that anyway, and then we get this. People are loving it, and they're like, oh yeah, well, yeah. Oh god. So anyway, a trio of individual Western game developers have been met with widespread accusations of jealousy over the recent criticisms of Elden Ring's success. And this is the thing, right? Like, this game has been successful. We could say it's categorically a successful game as it stands in the eyes of most, players and most critics. Most people like it. So it's a successful game. So what's the issue? Isn't it funny? Normally there's this massive divide from people. Oh, we love it. Oh, we hate it. And then you get these people. Their criticism's nonsense as well. Just as an FYI. So the matter started harmlessly enough with Ubisoft Stockholm user experience designer Ahmed Salama taken to his personal Twitter on March 3rd to discuss both the praise that had been given to Elden Ring and his belief that the game has failed to provide a good user experience. I mean, the reviews would probably say otherwise, mate. It would probably say otherwise. The fact that Elden Ring scored a 97 Metacritic is proof that reviewers don't give a flaming poop about game user experience. My life is a lie. You absolute wet wipe. But not only that, right? Not every game has to meet, the same criteria to have a good user experience. It doesn't. Some people just like a game to be a game. Do you remember there was all this, backlash for games not having an online experience? I hate playing online. I want to play by myself, right? Okay? I don't want to play with other people. I don't want to hear some, 15-year-old from, I don't know, wherever part of the world screaming down the microphone at me. Leave me alone. I'm not interested. I just want to play a game by myself. Single-player campaigns are so rare these days. But there was massive widespread criticism of any game that didn't have any online experience. And then people started just cramming it into everything. I mean, even Doom Eternal, like, I've heard that one's okay. But even Doom Eternal started getting an online experience. Like, it's just, not every game has to be exactly the same. You don't have to have a carbon copy. But apparently this guy's life is a lie because people enjoyed this user experience. Yeah, or, and there's this saying, right? There's this saying which I heard, fairly recently in the last year or so, and I absolutely love it. Okay, if you meet one dick a day, one person that you think's a dick a day, they're probably a dick. But if you come into contact with numerous people that you think's a dick in a day, it's probably you, right? This guy perfectly exemplifies that, I reckon. I reckon he runs around all day, every day going, oh, this guy's a dick, meh, don't like this guy, meh. What do you reckon? I bet you. Anyway, Salama, whose claims to user experience authority includes stints designing said experience for Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 5, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So he elaborated on his thoughts in reply to another Twitter user stating, "The user experience is generally awful. Nothing about the thing feels intentional or play tested." Right, okay. What about your stuff? Salama's tweet was soon met with agreement from PlayStation subsidiary Nix's software graphics programmer Rebecca Fernandez O'Shea, who in a now deleted tweet, so she tried to cover it up, nor PC graphics, stability and performance, apparently. And then even further, from Horizon Forbidden West senior quest designer Blake Rabouche, said, "Nor quest design, really." And they've since hidden their tweets from the public anyway. So you had one person delete the bloody tweet, and then you had another one be like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let me just hide all my tweets." So this interaction was soon screen capped by Twitter user Lavender Gast, who shared the resulting image alongside the caption, "Developers from Ubisoft and Guerrilla, as well as others, are upset over Elden Ring's success." And it is. I mean, it just looks like Crimea River. Seriously, the jealousy is rife. The fact that these developers agreed with Salama seemed to kick the hornet's nest, as it gave many players the impression that they were simply jealous of the praise heaped upon Elden Ring by critics and fans alike. I mean, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Now, as such, the aforementioned developers were soon met with vocal pushback from Elden Ring players, many of whom laughed at the idea that any of the critics' employers could provide a better experience. So this was some of the funny replies. "Yeah, sorry, I need a huge effing arrow on my screen to let me know where to go next." He later shared his own interpretation, humorously featuring an excessively amount of screen assistant of what... I hate games that... Like, you know, I play games here on the channel, and you'll often see me running around going, "I don't know where I'm going, don't know where I'm going." I enjoy that. I enjoy messing around and being like, "Oh, should I go over here?" Especially like sandbox type games, like Cyberpunk, for instance. Like, I'm forever walking around going, "Where am I supposed to go?" But I enjoy that. I don't want a game to handhold me. I'm not interested. You know, like I want a little button to press for a little bit of assistance if and when I really do get stuck. But I like wandering around. I enjoy that about a game. It makes my player experience a lot longer in the game, and I enjoy that. I don't want a game to hold my hand and suck my D. Like, I'm not interested. So yeah, and then we get others saying Elden Ring is so good that it's making the Horizon Forbidden West developers cry on Twitter. Don't be upset by Elden Ring stealing your thunder. Instead, take notes on how to make a real open world game. Exactly, you know? Like, actually, you know, use it as research. Hey, Guerrilla Games. I was really excited to play HFW, but after seeing one of your developers' tweets disparaging Elden Ring from, you know, I will never buy or play a game made by this bitter person. It's not From's fault that people stop talking about HFW. This is classless behaviour. Completely right, to be fair. And this is people voting with their wallets, literally in action. Someone called me on Xbot for liking Elden Ring. It took me a while to figure out why, but my guess is they're upset about Horizon Forbidden West getting overshadowed, and to be fair, they admitted I do feel bad for Horizon's developers. They did this twice in a row with Breath of the Wild. Oh dear. And then there's other Twitter users, even a Kotaku writer turned Bloomberg journalist, Jason Schreier, reinforced this pushback by sharing an edited Elden Ring screenshot from Reddit user Gambuzino, filled with an abundance of guides and way markers, which humorously claimed to depict that what the game may look like if Ubisoft had developed it. Very fun. I like that. I like that a lot. So I mean, there you have it. Like, there's not an awful lot really to this story. It is absolutely unequivocally, you know, a set of jealousy. And I get it, because games, they cost so much money to make. The development cost of a game is just absolutely outrageous. And they take so long to make. They take years. But this is not the way to go. Like, this is not the way to go. You know, you should be sitting here going, right, how can we make our game better? How can we make our game get the reaction that Elden Ring is getting? Oh, we can do this. Oh, What's the difference? What are people saying for our game versus their game? Oh, they're saying this. Right, okay, noted. Let's remove that from our next user experience. So many games that are AAA games nowadays are shockingly shit. They are terrible. And they carry like a £50 price tag. It's like $70. What are you doing? Not worth it. And then, not only that, to get a game, like a massive game patch day one. It's not a game patch. You're literally sending me another game. When the game patch is equal to the download of the game, you're sending me another game. That is shite. Like, it's not cool. Day one game patch. It's become a meme at this point. So, stop being jealous, right? Get the sand out your vagina, Sandy. Alright? And just do some research. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, ladies and gents. Please do hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. If you want to support the channel, we've got memberships, we've got Patreon, and we've got merch. It's underneath every single video. You want to take part in this clown world? Buy a clown world hoodie or t-shirt or mug. Thank you so much. Take care.